How's it, everyone? Welcome back to Race Space. Tonight we are doing the endurance leg of this X series in these KTM Expo GT4 cars. I'm K9 for anyone watching, and yeah, so Monday we did the sprint round of these, and it was quite a interesting race. It was some tough weather conditions, and yeah, a lot of position changes, a lot of battles going on track. We have got a couple of those guys from Monday unable to make it tonight due to work commitments and so forth. And also just a couple technical issues from one of our usual commentators. So I'll be going solo tonight, I think. But yeah, it should be good. I'll do my best to get the cameras and the everything sorted, so it's an hour of me talking to myself. What could go wrong? Anyways, so we should be, I think we're missing 3 from the other day, and we had 10, so we should be on 7 people, and that looks correct. We got our 7 guys, they got their thumbs up, hoping that everyone's listened to the rules. We've got that new driver in Tiger Rock there, and yeah, we've seen most of these other guys in action, so it should be a good race. We'll just double check here quickly to see that we aren't going to get one of our guys, Tarzan. I just want to check that he is unable to. But otherwise, I think we're ready to go. I think most of these guys got their thumbs up now. We are 3 minutes past the usual start time, so the guys are eager, they're keen. Let's see how it goes. Just gonna wait till for one more minute till 5 past so that I can see if I get a response from Tarzan, because we would like to have as many cars on the grid as possible. It's the unfortunate part of this series is we've got a ton of cars and drivers registered, but we just haven't seemed to be able to get them all in one lobby at one time together. So it would be nice if we could do that before the end of the season. Just gonna give you guys blue screen quickly. Apologies in advance. Alrighty, should be ready to go now. I haven't got a response, so I'm going to go for it. Good luck to all these guys, and yeah, let's hope there's some good racing. So this is the 10th round, I think, of this X series. I'm just going to confirm that now, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Yeah, the 10th round out of 13 rounds. So we're getting towards the end of this series now. It's getting there. It's been one of our I think it is actually the longest of the track series we've ever raced. Same amount of rounds as the Rally Fighters, which happens every second week. Just loading in there, and we can see the track, which is Brands Hatch. So unfortunately, seeing as I'm solo now, we are just gonna see a couple other things on screen, so it doesn't look so neat, but we'll have to deal with it for this one. So it has actually started with Radtech on pole, so he's not going to move around much because he will be leading the start of this race. It should have been Berries, but Berries couldn't make it tonight due to work commitments, so Radtech in the front there in that green car will be leading for, I think it could be the first time he's ever leading the formation lap, so that'll be a new thing for him. Behind him will be Kenny, who we usually see leading these, so it will be a bit odd for those guys, I'm sure. Then we got Tiger Rock, who he will be in third actually, so starting in the front we've got Rock, his father, it will be behind him, Kento behind Rock, and G32 behind Kento. Palm will be at the back. So we've got our two blue cars, the two blue teammates, we've got the two green ones, and we've got the two orange ones. And that black car, which we referred to as, it looked a bit like the Adidas sort of style with its three white stripes down the middle, so we did mention that in the last stream. Remember, it's a rolling start, manual formation lap, so they will do their first lap here not racing, just getting into their formation that I mentioned earlier. So we've got the two green cars in the front. Tiger over there. So this is actually his first event and he's starting from a really good position here. So he's looking to get some good points here starting off in this series. Obviously the sprint can go a lot different to what this endurance is, so it's all about tactics here. We can just see those blue cars dropping off a little bit there, but they'll bunch up as we get towards the start line, I'm sure. And then the two orange cars at the back, so all of the teammates actually bunched together, one behind each other. Ooh, that's Palm, I think, just went a bit wide there, but didn't seem to lose control, which is good. So the guys just have to be pretty careful on this formation lap, not to pick up any damage, not to spin. I mean, it's pretty much like real life. The guys got to be careful until the race starts, and yeah, as a community, it seems to be working well for us. We've done it in a couple of our championships so far. There's not too many issues with that anymore. So now we'll just see these guys go two cars wide towards the end here. So you'll see Kenny there get to, looks like he's going on the left. Thought that they might do it the other way, but this is the way they've chosen. And they're off. So you can see, compared to the sprint the other day, which was pouring with rain, this race is a lot drier so far. The rain will be coming though. I don't know exactly when, but it is on the way. So these guys will have to probably change to wet tires at some point. just getting that up to check the fuel there. So we got Ratek with 87 liters of fuel, 77, so Kenny's gone a bit lighter. Ooh, Tiger with 13. I hope that's a mistake, otherwise he's going to be refueling quite a bit in this race. 87 liters there for Kento. Palm is up into 4th place actually, so good racing. Oh, but he's just survived an epic drift there on that first corner. So he's pushing hard now. You can see Tiger's just run it wide, so Palm already up into 3rd place now from the back. Kento just following him through there as well. So Kento also doing a great job here just to hold on to the back of Palm. And Kenny up into 1st place, so Ratek has dropped into 2nd. I think he sort of would have expected something like that, so he's probably just going to try and latch onto the back of Kenny there and just try and keep up as best he can and hope for any little mistakes from Kenny. A couple battles going on here now. We've got the front battle with the green cars of Savage Racing. We've got Palm here battling it out with Kento. And Tiger not too far behind the two of them as well, so he's ready to make a move to get that 3rd position if the opportunity presents itself. Let's see what's going on at the back quickly. We've got G32 with 75 liters. He's there, but Rock's obviously had a crash or a spin because he's quite a way back right now. Oh, it looks like Tiger has lost it there. He's just managed to save it from hitting the wall, but that spin's dropped him into 6th place now. So he has to work pretty hard now if he wants to catch back up to those guys. Palm doing his best to reel in 2nd place there of Ratek. You can see how close some of these lap times are though. Got Ratek on a 33, 133 for him, 133 for Palm, 134 for Kento, and then a 34 from G32 as well. So even Rock there, no sorry, he's on a 144, so he's had his spin or a crash there I think. All of these guys trying to push their hardest here before the rain comes, I'm sure. You saw how they struggled on Monday. And Palm is setting the same sort of lap times there as Kenny. He's just got a 132. Kento also a 132. So all of these guys are going fast right now. Ratek borderline 132 as well, but just a 133. But Palm sending it right now. I think he's closing that gap ever so slightly. Man on the mission from the back of the start. Is he going to get to the front here? Can he use strategy and win this race? What a story that would be. From the back of the starting grid to the front would be quite the story. he's got his lights on, so we know that he means business. Radtech also now comfortably in those 132s. So everybody's sort of in their own space right now. They can, some of them just see the cars ahead of them, but nobody bumper to bumper right now. 10 minutes into this race. Kenny looking really confident here. Real shame that Berries couldn't make it tonight, because he was having an epic battle at the start of that race, and then he just dominated for the rest of it. The surprising thing from that race was that Kenny actually came third in the sprint race on Monday. We don't see that very often. So I think that's Kenny's just done his best time on that sector there. Fastest sector 1 from Kenny. Apparently. So we're going to see Tiger, I'm sure, go into the pits very soon, because unless this meter is lying to me, he's only got 4 liters of fuel. So that's something I noted earlier in the race, and it'll be a real shame if he runs out of fuel, so I hope he's monitoring that. Very odd strategy, because he would have had more fuel than that for the sprint, I'm sure, because he didn't have to pit in that. And they've done less laps here than they did in the sprint, so keeping eyes on his fuel there. You can see it's just going down a little bit slow, but I'm sure it'll be down to 2 liters something when he gets around it again. So he's definitely got to be thinking about that. We're already 2.8 liters right now. You can see Rock there, he's on 67 liters, so just showing you the difference of the 2 cars there. So he's probably gonna, he has to pit now, I would imagine, unless this gauge isn't working. I hope that he's seen it, because it will be horrible for him for his first event not to make it. Yeah, he has. He's into the pits now, he goes. So I hope that he's going to load it up now, because he doesn't want to have to keep pitting all the time. So we'll check back on that, but Palm is catching up now to the back of Ratek. He's looking to make up a position here. The lights are on, so you know that he means business. You can sort of see that the weather's changed there. The clouds have come out now. It's not as bright as it was. They just overtake Tiger there in the pit. So it seems like, oh, big full send drift there around turn 1 from Palm, and he holds on to it, so that looks epic. I think it slowed him down slightly, but just shows how hard he's pushing. He's really trying to get onto the back of Ratek there now, apply the pressure, and he's giving it everything it's got. And he seems to have more fuel than most of the guys, Palm, so he's playing it safe fuel-wise. Ratek doing well to cope with the pressure right now. It's not so easy when you've got a car with the lights on in your mirror. Let's see if Palm does it again around this first turn. Got the car proper sideways last time, but he carries the speed through this time. No drift. So he's right onto the back of Ratek right now. Can Ratek defend here? So Tiger's still in the pits. I wonder if this is a second time, or if he's got a lot of fuel. I think it's just taking long for all that fuel. So still in the pits there from Tiger. Ooh, proper sideways there from Palm, but he hasn't saved it this time. He's had a big spin there. So the pressure is off of Ratek right now. Palm will be pretty frustrated, I'm sure, but he's got the pace, so he's still in third right now. I think you can just see G32. So G32 has actually moved ahead of Kento. Kento has obviously had a moment as well. G32 is up into fourth. Kento just there in view still. So we could be looking at another three-way battle here for third place. One happy man out of that spin though will be Ratek, who has now got clear track around him. He can just focus on doing his own race. Kenny is doing the same right now. Way out ahead. Looking to take yet another win in this championship. We've lost a car here. G32 gone. I wonder what happened. He's retired. He must have had a spin. I'm not sure what could have caused a retirement so early in this race. And he was just catching up to the back of Palm. Ooh, you can just see Tiger's gone into the wall. So we're down to 6 cars now, unfortunately. I'll let you guys know if I hear anything about G32, but nothing's come through yet. Just Kenny there, he's coming up on the back of the car. I'm sure that's got to be Rock. And it is. So Kenny there is already overtaking people. Just shows the pace that he's putting down consistently with his 130s and 131 lap times. You can see Tiger there. I think he's had a bit of a spin. Must be Ratic coming up on the back of either Tiger or Rock there. It's Tiger there. He's up against the wall. But Kenny leading this race by far now. You'd have to make a pretty big error to lose the race from here. So for Kenny, this would be his home track in the series. It's the British round. It'll be the same for Ratic. He's also from the UK. Palm, the highest positioned South African there at the moment. Kento, this would be his home race. Rock from South Africa. Tiger also from South Africa. G32 also from the UK, but retired, so not sure what happened there. course, Kenny goes and he sets the fastest lap with a 1:30.1. We're on the roof of a KTM of Kenny right now, just seeing how he goes through this section at the back. Very difficult section here. There's a lot of curbs and things to hit, and obviously you hit them wrong and it spins you right off, so you got to be careful through here. But he's obviously getting it right because he hasn't spun off yet. Long right-hander just before the finish line. Ooh, we got a pit lane violation there, so Tiger has picked up a penalty for speeding in the pits, I would imagine. That's rock there that had a bit of a slide around that first corner. Not sure who that was there. It must be Palm. No, it would be Ratek. Ratek just overtook them. Palm now would be coming up behind Tiger. So a couple of guys getting lapped right now, but no actual fighting for position right now. I'm still setting some pretty good laps there, so he's looking to close that gap right now between him and Ratek. Trying to make up the ground that he lost with his spin earlier. Just checking on our calendar, the next round of this series, we'll be heading off to Italy, which is going to be great because we're going to Mugello, and we haven't seen that in any of our championships we've done before, so it'll be a new one for the guys in this community. See some traffic as Palm overtakes two of those back markers. you see Rock, he goes into the pits now. Let's just check what his fuel's looking like. He's got plenty of fuel, so I think he's going for the full race on that one fuel load. I wonder if he's pitting for wets yet. I haven't seen the rain start. Let's keep a lookout for any droplets on track. I know that the rain should be coming, I just don't know when it will come, so he could be pitting for just damage, I suppose. None of the other guys in the front pitting just yet. Not seeing any spray come up. Kento just runs it wide there. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kenny and Radtech end up pitting around the same time. They'll be waiting to change it for when the wet starts to kick in. Although I have noticed before in some of the races, Kenny sometimes, or especially in the beginning of a series if it was a wet race, he sometimes would wait out a little too long, but he didn't do that in Hockenheim. I know because I was the car behind him, and I was hoping that he would have done that so I could have gained some ground on him, but it wasn't the case. He'll probably go pretty early again. So 28 minutes left of this race now. Let's see. Fuel load. So he's on 44 now. 53 for Radtech, so a bit more fuel for him. 73 Palm, got a lot of fuel there. 56 for Kento. 46 there for Rock. 59 there, so Tiger got quite a lot of fuel put into his car while he was in the pit. You can see Palm is actually on the same sort of times there. Very close. So he's trying his hardest once again to close that gap. But as long as Radtech just keeps putting in the decent lap times, it's going to be a very difficult job for Palm. Ooh, proper send again. He gets very sideways on that corner. Very aggressive approach. but it's working for him for most of his laps here. He's getting good times. Just want to see how sideways Kenny gets here on the first turn. So you can see he doesn't go sideways at all. He's just got it planted around that corner. I doubt Ratek gets it too sideways, but we'll have a look. I think he'll be trying to play the slightly safer game here and just hold on to that position. He'll be trying to get as many points as he can here to try and get this commentary car back into second place. It was overtaken at the previous round by G32, who moved up to second place, I believe, in this GT4 series, but I'm sure with his retirement he's not going to be looking at any points this round, which is unlucky for him. Ooh, massive spin there, I think, by Tiger. It looked like a spin into the pits. So Kenny coming to lap yet another car. But this is what he does, consistency. It's just putting in 31, 31, 31. Gets through there cleanly. So I think that's Kento. Yeah. So Kento, I mean, he's got to try his best to get on the back of Kenny and see if Kenny can tow him through. Big spin there again for Tiger. I think, I'm hoping that's not a track reset. Still no rain at this point. 21 minutes left of this race. So I'm wondering if it's even going to be that much rain. Might not even be worth going on to wet tires. they do have to all pit at least once. So I know that Rock and Tiger have pitted already, so theoretically they could go till the end, but they might pit for tyres. So Kento goes into the pits now. I wonder if he'll be putting on wets or if he's just gonna repair his car here. Tiger back into the pits again, so he's having some serious trouble tonight in that car. Coming out of the pits now. So it'll be interesting to see if he has to pit again in the race for wets or not, or if he's put them on now. Palm's still pushing there extremely hard. Take clear track around him. He's just trying to not make any mistakes, hold on to that position. Look how close the lap times are there between Ratek and Palm. It doesn't look like that gap's closing too much. On the roof now of Palm's car, let's see him do a bit of this track. Can see how sideways he gets in some of these corners. Just while we're on there, I think I saw the first bit of rain starting to fall. Starting to see some rain droplets, so the guys will probably start thinking about pitting. Let's see if he goes a bit sideways here around this corner. Now he's keeping it smooth here, probably worried a bit about the water now. But let's see what Kenny does. He's got to decide now whether it's worth pitting or it's going to continue till a bit later. So he stays out. Will Ratek be so brave coming around, or is he going to dive straight into the pits now and get his pit stop out of the way? Palm will also have to make a decision soon on tyres. think he's going to pit here. And he does. Into the pits he goes. So playing it safe there. Rocks back into the pits, so he's probably changing to the wets, so he didn't do that before. Palm, where is he now? He's coming to the, I think it's the last sort of sector. So he is also going into the pits. Into the pits he goes for his wet tires. You can see the spray coming off the cars. Has Kenny maybe left it a bit too long? I'd say he'd probably pit now as well. And he does, into the pits he goes. So Radtech is back out now on what I assume would be wet tires. Palm is driving out right now. And into the pits goes Kenny. Kenny a lap ahead of those two. Oh, it looked like he missed his pit and he's had to reverse. So a little bit longer in the pits. Radtech is going to be pushing now to do his best lap straight out the pits. Try and close down that gap between him and Kenny as best he can. There's Palm right now. Palm is just a couple turns behind him there, so still could be a battle here if the water makes a difference. Kenny coming out of the pits. Radtech still quite a way behind him. One of the cars spun there. I think that's Rock. Rock spun. Let's see if Palm's pushing as hard as he was now that he's on his wet tires in the rain. I want to see if he gets sideways. He does. Look at him send it there. But too much and around he goes. It does look great though, so thanks for putting on a show for us, but that will drop him further behind Radtech, unfortunately. He'll hold on to position because he's got enough of a gap, but I think that's Rock again. No, that's Kento. Kento now making a mistake, and he goes into the pits. Kenny just runs it wide, so you can see already struggling now in the wet. You know that he struggled on Monday. If that was due to the wet, it might be the same issues he's running into now. Just a quick look at fuel. He's on 26, 34 for Radtech, 56. So Palm has got a ton of fuel. Guys were complaining the other day about the spray from cars being difficult to see where they were going. Let's see what happens here, coming up to the back markers. Although I wouldn't say that Palm is slow, so it could be difficult for Kenny to catch him unless Palm's making a lot of errors. calmer around that turn 1 than he was in the dry. Also probably realizing that Kenny is coming around and nobody wants to be lapped really. I try to make that my goal usually if I race with Kenny. It's try not to be lapped. And if that is something I can achieve, then I'm usually pretty happy with the result. Now you can see Palm catching up onto the back of Tiger there, so he'll be lapping Tiger and Kenny will be trying to lap Palm and Tiger, so a little bit of a traffic jam, good form here, not what the guys will want for spray in front of them. 'can see Palm. I don't know if that's from the spray. He just braked a bit late there. So Kenny up the inside of him, but now he's directly in the spray of Kenny. So how long is he going to be able to sit there right on the back of Kenny in that spray? Minutes left now of this race. You can just see Tiger goes wide there in the background. Palm not backing off though, so he's holding on to the back of Kenny there. Lost another car now. Tiger retiring. So sad to see him retire at the end, because that's 0 points for him now. If he just held on for another 7 minutes, he would have had 6th place points. Kenny once again showing that he's a master of these cars in any condition. Let's take a quick look at Radtech there. He's in the spray there of one of the back markers. I don't know if it's Kento or if it's Roy. I just check what the number is on the side of the car when shows, but he's passed, so I won't be able to see. It's probably Roy. No, it's Kento. sorry about that. Kenta was the car that was just lapped now by Ratic. So now Kento directly in the spray of Ratic, so it's not exactly where you want to be. Five minutes left. Don't think we're going to see any major changes here in position because these cars are quite spread out at this point. Pretty sure some of these guys are going to be happy to see this race behind them. Just see that Tony had some technical difficulties there on his end, which is why he's had to retire so early, which is a real shame because I think there would have been some epic battles to be had there. Anyways, let's head on to the leader for these last few minutes. Lights on, windscreen wipers on. Doesn't seem like there's too many puddles formed yet on track. The guys seem to be able to get around okay at the moment. Must be Kento still in the spray there, so good job from him. Probably see one more lap here out of Kenny. On the roof now of Kenny as we do what I'm sure is his final lap here. Let's see what the conditions look like. cars that I've seen so far, which is good because usually if you hit those you fly off the track, aquaplane. But it's looking still decent out there in these conditions. I think they were pretty lucky that the rain came so late in the race. Also nothing like Hockenheim, so they'll be quite used to the rain, some of these guys, after Hockenheim. So Kenny goes around that final corner for the first position finish. Well done, he flashes us his lights there. Retek will cross the line a bit later on in second. Kenny is on his own little road there, victory lane. Who's going to pull up next to him? Retek coming around that final corner now. He's done a good job to hold on to second for the entire race. And he gives us a light flash there going over the finish line. So he'll take second. Full send into the first corner and he holds it. Epic drift around there. And he comes to a stop there just past Kenny. You can see Palm also. Seems to be doing donuts. So he's finished in third. Must be a lap down from Retek. Kento there. Just crossed the line with his teammate Rock there coming just behind. Proper full send from Kento. Don't think he would have held on to that one though, but good effort for that full send at the end. Anyways, so that is it for this race. It's been a good one. And thanks for joining, everyone. It's been a good round. We started with a couple more cars and finished with a few of them missing, but it's been a good race all round. Anyways, thanks for joining, and if you want to check out the Rally Fighters Championship, which is Rallycross, for those of you that haven't watched it, you can check us out on Monday. We'll be heading to Brands Hatch, same track, but the Rallycross version. And there's always action in there, so you will see tons of it if you join us on Monday at 8 p.m. GMT +2, which is South African time. And I believe a lot of Europe is changing their clocks forward, so that should change things up a bit. I think the UK will now be an hour behind our South African time starting on Monday. So make sure you tune in, check it out, and you can check the KTM series the week after. Thanks for watching, guys. Good night.